It's Monday morning, and it's going to be an exciting morning because I have a customer picking up this red Corvette. Now, what's not exciting is he's picking it up, and this is what the parking lot and the roads look like. It's pretty snowy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just pulling this vehicle up. This is obviously how our lot looks. However, the roads aren't as bad, although they are salt covered and that sort of thing. Customer's fine with it. He's taking the car today. This is a 1LT Coupe. The only option we added to this, let me just get the right name of what it's called, was the low rear spoiler and front splitter. It's $495. No, I'm sorry, it's $595. And what you get is this front lower splitter, which just gives it a little bit more of an aggressive arrow on the front. And then the, in my opinion, much needed rear spoiler. Now this is like a low spoiler. It's not a high wing, nothing like that, but it definitely finishes off the car in a great way compared to how this would look with no spoiler on the back. And I've mentioned that in the past with previous cars, that when you don't have any kind of spoiler, the car looks like it's missing something. So this is definitely something that, in my opinion, is worth the 595 bucks. MSRP this vehicle is $62,790. Again, that's just a base 1LT with that one package we spoke of. Everything else is standard Chevrolet C8 Corvette. Now we're gonna do this as slow as possible to have as little as possible get splashed up onto the car here. It just seems like, ugh. Corvettes are not made to be driven in the snow. But we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna pull it in the front shop, in the garage there, and then once it's there, we'll make sure there's no salt and water and stuff like that on the body panels and on the wheels and all. Make sure everything looks good. Customer's gonna be here in about an hour, and they're already paid for. They already dropped off all the money. It's just a matter of signing a couple documents, and then they're driving it out. They're taking it home today. Taking it nice and slow, 2 miles an hour. My other client with the white Corvette was here Saturday. Now, I didn't make it in because of the snow. He did in fact come in, and he did all his paperwork. So that car, it's his, it's paid for, it's, paperwork signed, it's all ready to go. He, however, does not want to drive it out until the roads are kind of free of salt and all the stuff that's currently on them. So maybe in about a week, later this week or in a week, he'll come back. We'll do the whole demo, we'll go over everything, we'll get everything set up. And then at that point, he can he'll take his home. He's super excited. He can't wait. You got to remember, customers order these cars 8 to 10 months ago. It's a long wait. It's a long wait, but it's totally worth it. I got this Equinox behind me, but unfortunately he's gonna have to wait because I am not going fast and kicking up all sorts of snow and salt. What we're gonna do is gonna back it right in here. I did pretty good here. If you look, nothing got splattered up on the paint from the wheels. Took it nice and slow. it did the trick. Yeah, it looks good. I figure while we're waiting for my customer to show up to pick up his C8 Corvette, I'll show you the inventory that we currently have. We actually have 15 vehicles in stock at the moment that are available, which is probably the most we've had in the last 2-3 months. We've been sitting on like 6, 7, 8 available units. So it's nice to have some stuff in stock. Still have the custom Trail Boss here, which is a nice vehicle. Surprised it's still here, but it should be sold very shortly. And then we got this in, a RST Edition Silverado Redline. So the Redline Edition is a lot about cosmetics, right? You get the red tow hooks on the front, you get the black grill bar with the black emblems, nice set of 20-inch black aluminum wheels with the little red accent marks. You get black emblems with a red outline, black mirror caps with what I feel is a very cheap piece of tape here, but whatever. And, among other things. But a really nice truck that again is available. Next up, we got a couple of FL Silverados with 2.7 liter turbos. We got a couple of custom Silverados. We have a Colorado extended cab, which is pretty nice. We don't see too many of these around. That came in. 2 Malibus. And I have this Blazer RS. I also have a Blazer RS on the showroom floor. Identical vehicles. And we got 2 RS Equinox models in. It's funny, it's like everything we have coming in is like loaded to the gills, RS models and things like that. I don't know if that's because everything that's less expensive we pre-sold before it got here and this is what's left, or for some reason did they build these items, these models, and that's why we currently have them. But nice little selection of cars at the moment. We also have 2 vehicles up front. We have this 2022 limited RST Silverado and this 2022 Colorado ZR2 Midnight Special Edition, which I think I heard they're no longer making this vehicle. So if you wanted something like this, you're gonna see limited supply, because I think the Midnight Editions are done. I feel like I heard that somewhere. I gotta check on that.
They're 10 o'clock, so I got, let me go get it now.
Okay, yeah.
So how excited are you?
It's unbelievable.
This is literally the best part of the job. Watching your happy customers drive out in their brand new car.
Right.
Take care.
Okay.
No problem, thank you.
You're good.
Thank you again.
Huh?
Thank you.
No, I will come home. Go home.
I'll see you in a little bit when you pick up the other car. Take care, thank you, bye-bye. We're back to work. We're gonna work a lease deal on a Chevy Blazer RS. I have a customer who leased a Blazer from me back in 2019. They have 4 payments left. We're gonna see what we can do. It's going to be more now than what it was back then, but we'll figure that out. Corvette customer came back to pick up the car because they had 3 cars here, so they had to come back to pick one of them up. As you can see here, car's already covered in salt on the sides and on the back from driving around the roads in the current conditions, but they are absolutely loving the car. And like they mentioned when they came back, they bought the car to drive the car. It's like a father-daughter thing. They're going to kind of share it back and forth, and it's awesome. That's what you want to hear. You want to see that people are buying the car to drive the car. It's better than I thought it was going to be because you have a tremendous amount of equity in the car. So bringing that car in now, the value of what we give you versus the payoff, you're picking up like $6,500 in equity. So if I apply that to the new lease structure, your payment would go up, but it would be like $585 per month. Now this is a $51,000 Blazer, whereas the one you were in was like a $45,000 Blazer. It's actually this Blazer that I'm sitting in right now that I was pricing up for my customer. And this is such a weird time, not only for customers, but for salespeople alike, because, I take the mindset, or I had the mindset to be as upfront and honest about things as possible. The times are tough. There's no reason to try to sugarcoat a car deal and try to persuade somebody that it's a good time to buy a car and this and that, because it's not. I mean, everything is more expensive than what it has been. Now, most clients are payment buyers, meaning all they really care about is the monthly. They don't care how they get to that. Now, I know a lot of people will say that's not the right way to buy a car, which, yeah, you may be right. You should look at the sale price and this and that and try to get the best deal on a car first, right? But that's not the times we're in. And quite frankly, a lot of people don't worry about that total price because they're leasing the car. To them, it's a rental payment. It's how much I have to pay per month for this particular vehicle. And although this vehicle, it's about $60 a month more than the one the customer's currently driving, you know, which isn't all that bad in terms of the normal increase in payment due to the times we're in. But you can't forget that the guy's got $6,500 worth of equity in his current lease that we're applying to this, which is a tremendous amount of money to put down on a lease. Does that make the deal good or does it make the deal bad? You know, because if you look at it, it's good in that it's keeping his payment down. It's bad in that all that equity is going towards the lease. But then again, like I've been doing this 17, 18 years. This is the first time that somebody can take a lease vehicle, bring it back to a dealer and have $6,500 worth of equity in it. So, you know, it seems to me that things are kind of washing themselves out. Like you're getting more for yours, but you're paying more for the new one. So it's just a new elevated market where things are more expensive, literally no matter how you shake it, no matter how you put these numbers to paper, the deals are worse now due to the lack of inventory. And I don't know, it's just a frustrating time. So what I do is I give all the information I can, and at that point, it's that customer's choice. Do they decide to do it, or do they hold off and not do it? In this case, this gentleman has until May. Then he has 6 months worth of extension payments he can pay. But if he wants, for an extra $60 a month, he can go from his car directly into this one, and he's gonna go into a fully loaded RS model versus the one that he has now. It's his choice. All I can do is give the information. I hope he does it.